From Keene in the Shire, the Liberty Media capital of the world, this is Daryl W. Perry, host of FPP Radio News for Saturday, November 18th, 2017. Silver's trading at $17.31 per ounce. Gold is valued at $1,294 per ounce. Bitcoin is trading at 2.6 cents, and the average price of Bitcoin is $7,708. Antiwar.com reports U.S. military intentions in Syria have never been exactly transparent, but are becoming even less so as Pentagon officials loudly declare that the Islamic State has been defeated in the country, but insist the U.S. military intends to remain. This is a potential major legal issue because Syria never authorized the U.S. invasion in the first place. U.S. officials always presented the authorization as being UN resolution supporting the fight against the Islamic State, but that would no longer apply. Moreover, Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov has pointed out that Secretary of State Rex Tillerson has repeatedly assured him that the only U.S. goal in Syria is to fight the Islamic State. This is adding to Russian concerns about what the U.S. is actually planning on doing next. Secretary of Defense James Mattis is trying to present this as keeping the Islamic State 2.0 from coming into existence. While this is also the pretext for staying in Iraq, there is a major difference between a permanent deployment in Iraq that the U.S.-backed government there supports and trying to stay in Syria forever despite explicit opposition from the Syrian government. You can support FPP Radio by shopping online. Whether you're looking for precious metals, bitcoins, or books, you'll find that and more at shop.fppradio.com. Every purchase you make from one of my affiliates at shop.fppradio.com helps fund FPP Radio. Or you can shop directly from FPP with Bitcoin in the Bitcoin store. That's shop.fppradio.com. UPI reports the Ohio State University has suspended all fraternity activities effective immediately, the latest major U.S. university to do so in view of several high-profile hazing incidents. David Isaacs, the spokesman for the college's Office of Student Life, told The Lantern the university will not tolerate behavior that puts the health and safety of its students at risk. The school said the suspension of all social, recruitment, and new member activities applies to all 37 regulated fraternities at the school. 11 fraternities at Ohio State are under investigation for violations of the Student Code of Conduct. Isaacs said the majority of the incidents reviewed involved hazing or alcohol. Ryan Lavelle, Ohio State's Senior Director of Sorority and Fraternity Life, said the Greek community at Ohio State has a long and rich tradition of leadership, service, and brotherhood/sisterhood. However, when individual members or organizations fail to live up to the standards and values, the entire community suffers. Lavelle said in a letter to Interfraternity Council chapter presidents and their national organizations that the investigations were deeply troubling and in an unacceptably high number. Fraternities at the university may only participate in essential activities until the suspension is over, not including social or alcohol-related events. All IFC chapters at Ohio State will be required to submit a list of essential activities to school authorities. The Ohio State University joins a list of other schools that have suspended Greek activity due to hazing and student deaths, including Texas State, Florida State, and Louisiana State. For over 40 years, Roberts & Roberts Brokerage has been a trusted source for buying and selling precious metals. Gold, silver, platinum, and palladium. They don't feed the banks. They're Bitcoin preferred and have removed the minimum purchase amount for all orders paid in the digital currency. Call Roberts & Roberts Brokerage today for knowledgeable advice on buying and selling precious metals and a forward-thinking approach to new technologies. 800-874-9760 or visit online at rrbi.co. Reuters reports a former South Carolina police officer who was filmed fatally shooting an unarmed motorist in the back 2 years ago will be sentenced on December 4th on federal civil rights charges. Michael Slager pled guilty in May to violating motorist Walter Scott's civil rights by using excessive force in the April 2015 shooting. A widely distributed cell phone video of the shooting taken by a bystander heightened a national debate about police treatment of minorities across the United States. The December 4th sentencing hearing will be held in the U.S. District Court in Charleston, South Carolina. Judge David Norton, who heard Slager's guilty plea in May, has blocked out a week for the proceedings. Slager faces a sentence ranging from time served to a maximum of life in prison on the civil rights charge. He has been in federal custody since his guilty plea just weeks before his federal trial was scheduled to begin. Slager fired 8 shots at Scott's back, hitting him 5 times. He opened fire after Scott fled a traffic stop for a broken taillight. This has been FPP Radio News, online at fppradio.com.